Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fahim Farhan. I'm from class Colin A. My nama Messi is B12FSK 21F0F051. I will present about ethical issue in server administration. How to address ethical issue? Unfortunately, employee misconduct is not uncommon. Basically, workers breach their company code of conduct all the time, whether by misusing their company time, taking credit for the work, or harassing their colleagues. Among many other examples, basically, employees raise many ethical issues in the workplace. Despite the pervasiveness of such behavior, employee misconduct sometimes goes unreported for a variety of reasons. Colleagues may feel threatened by their unscrupulous worker, or they may feel badly for telling. So what exactly can employee do to mitigate employee misconduct while alleviating fear of retaliation for those who witness it? While there is no simple answer, there is some method of addressing ethical issue in the workplace. First method is introduce a policy. Most large companies enforce code of ethics that clearly state the definition of and the punishment for employee misconduct. This document provides information about a company mission statement and philosophy, and they define the standard to which employees must hold themselves. However, companies should revisit the code of ethics from time to time to accommodate new trends and change in national practice. Second method is provide resource and education. When business leaders amend their code of ethics, they may see pushback from employees who refuse to change more often than not. This results from employees not understand how to implement the change. However, just because they may have a tough time adjusting to a new practice does not mean they are completely incapable of doing so. Employees must provide educational opportunity for all employees in order to successfully implement policy change and set a goal for senior leader and manager. Employee can effectively implement the program by explaining the rationale behind them, include what necessitates the change, how they will improve employee relations, and how they will benefit individual workers. When employees actually understand the importance of ethics in business culture rather than simply going through accurate motion, they are more likely to fully comply. Third method is employ a confidential system. Although employees may understand that they will not suffer repercussions for blowing the whistle, they may still be hesitant to do so for fear alienating their worker. Nobody wants to be known as the office tattletale. To alleviate the issue, managers should set up a confidential system for reporting ethical violation. Similarly, managers should handle discipline confidential to protect the privacy of those they need to comfort. Most importantly, supervisors should never punish an entire team for the action of one or two workers. Last method is be consistent. Consistent is the key. While managers implement a system of dealing with ethical issues in the workplace, everyone must adhere to the policy exactly as detailed. When employees sign the new policy, indicating their understanding and pledging their compliance, they agree to hold themselves to a higher standard and to face the consequences of not doing so. Employees must agree to hold themselves to this same standard. Having a strong code of ethics helps a business prevent erosion of trust within or outside of its own wall and contribute to financial success and security, which may make good business sense. Company will never be completely free of misconduct or discriminate employees. However, Supervisor can implement policies to minimize the number of ethics issues in the workplace by training those who are willing to learn and terminating who are not. Employers can make the workplace safer and more enjoyable for everyone. Next, the drawback that will occur in the organizational environment.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today, we are going to do presentation 3. Okay, my question is, list the drawback that will occur in the organization environment. Dalam bahasa Melayu, dan senaraikan kelemahan yang akan berlaku dalam persekitaran organisasi. Saya akan menjawab soalan nombor 1, power objects, dan 2, 1 dan 2, does and temperature interface. Okay. Apa itu power objects? Okay, power objects. Yang pertama, apa dia, kelemahan yang akan berlaku dalam penyelesaian organisasi dalam power objects ni adalah budget overrun lah. Today, most company rely on electricity for most aspect of their operation. Whenever objects occur, companies are forced to find backup solution which swell their operating budget. With a tighter operating budget, you have to cut the cost of other essential business operation. Number 2 is loss of revenue. When your company operation get affected by power outages, sales may go down and your business won't be able to deliver the service our product usually provide. If customer can access your website or find your product, they are likely to find another provider of those service and product, thus resulting in a loss of revenue. Number 3 is damaged equipment and inventory. Power outages can damage your electrical equipment, especially if you haven't protected them against electrical surges. Replacing or repairing electrical equipment can swell operating costs significantly. For business such as a grocery store, pharmacy, and restaurant, power outages could also mean a loss of inventory. Number 4 is loss of productivity. For a company that relies on electrical equipment, a power outage means an employee may not be able to undertake their tasks, thus resulting in the loss productivity. A loss productivity can lead to less inventory and therefore a loss of revenue. To compensate for the lost time and complete the task, you might need to pay employee overtime, which could lead to a budget overrun. Lastly, power fluctuation. Power fluctuation are due to several weather conditions and poor electrical infrastructure inside or outside the server facility, or blackout due to high power consumption are problematic. Server with power issue can cause in user problems such as decreased productivity and increased data center work as staff troubleshoot problem with device coming under heavy workload or are roboting every time power drop below acceptable level. Lastly, dust and temperature interface. Number 1 is dust in the server room is more than annoyance. Dust in the server room is more than annoyance. It can damage your system. In just this, you have to worry about the fan draw, inhale, and other debris. As it build up, the cooling system slow down thanks to the game sticking to the fan. As a practical get as the fan and into your server, the problem compound. In our experience, dusty server room set inside of dusty office, we understand finding time to clean the office and the server room can be a problem. The fact is you running a business and we know you don't get into the entrepreneurial industry to work for hour. Sometimes the extra hour needed in a day to bring the office up to hack an aesthetic standard just is there. Similarly, large company that employ cleaning service may not want to cleaning crew. Large company that employ cleaning service may not want to cleaning crew in the server room or cleaning the server room is on their standard list of floor, rubbish and washroom. Number three is temperature is the foremost environmental threat to computer equipment. For this amount of server become damaged to the improper thermal management. The air around your server need to maintain in the range of 68 degree to 72 degree penuh ribu to range of 68 to 72 and 20 to 24 for optimal reliability.
Okey, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. Nama saya Muhammad Arzakuan dan hari ini I will show you about what a failure when regular update was fail. So let's move on. So the server monitoring the process, the metrics of the two server identity function as expected. It monitors the server to the GPU utilization, memory consumption, disk usage, input and output, performance, network uptime, and more. Servers with the power issues can cause and the user problems such as decrease the productivity and increase data center work as staff troubleshoot problem with device coming under heavy workloads are reporting the power drop below accepted levels. And a comprehensive update process can help your staff prevent update issues overall. Your team should consider how to keep your application firmware and also updated, as well as a built-in process. Reach out to your external vendors, staying in touch with vendors, ensure they receive all updates regardless they are pushed automatically or not, or you should participate regular reviews of all updates introduced and develop a scalability plan that outline how system process to scale out the down as necessary. So that's it.
My name is Arulpan Sanaf Gopalan. My slide presentation is about physical hardware configuration issue. So physical hardware definition. Physical hardware means is a implement in a physical device and including a component that does not include interaction or data other than such as instruction or data that are permanently embedded in such a device or component. The first thing you should do if you are having a common hardware issue, always check the cable. If you are having a trouble with a specific piece of computer hardware such as your monitor or keyboard, an easy first step is check all the related cable to make sure they are properly connected and restart the computer. When all else fails, restarting the computer is a good thing to try. Step involved in troubleshooting hardware problem. Some process with hardware troubleshooting include removing, repairing and replacing RAM or video graphic card, cleaning the test from RAM and video card spot and from cooling fan, right, and jump on motherboard and or component. The next slide is about hardware installation procedure. Installation and configuration step. Step 1. Install and configuration application server. Step 2. Install and configure access manager. Steps 3. Add instance to the platform server list and real and DNA aliases. Step 4. Add listeners to the cluster for the load balancer. Step 5. Reset all application server instances. This slide is about hardware configuration means. Hardware configuration refers to the system resource setting that are assigned to the specific device. Many IT specialists can optimize the hardware performance by adjusting this configuration. All hardware devices have configuration settings that can impact the overall performance and the system function. The type of hardware configuration. Device configuration include the accessible memory, connect devices, disk drivers, modem, serial ports, as well as some power management feature. Hardware installation means the process of the installing, configuring, and testing a new piece of hardware in a computer. New hardware installed in a computer is system memory, hard drive, video card, sound card, room drivers, CD, DVD, Blu-ray room drivers, power supplies, and motherboards. The four type of installation. There are four approaches of installation: direct, parallel, single location, and page installation. This slides about cybersecurity concerns. Cybersecurity introduction is the term cybersecurity is used to refer the security offers through online services to protect your online information. With an increasing amount of people getting connected to internet, the security threats that cause massive harm to increase also. Top cybersecurity concern. 58% of adults are more worried than ever about being a victim by cybercrime. 63 of consumers are very worried their identity will be stolen. 78% of consumers are concerned about the data privacy. This slides about 6 cybersecurity concerns. The first thing is threat of security breach. That means the infrastructure will occur within the next 2 years. The second is lack of security defense. Lack of defense means security defense is the second largest threat to EU infrastructure after cyber attacks. The third one is training deficiency. Training is an information security skill to handle the current threat thoroughly. The fourth is target cyber attacks. Target cyber attacks means cyber security professional is cyber attack target directly at organization. The fifth is complication-based security. Complication-based security means the complication rather than on the cyber security product. The failing security strategies. The failing security strategy means the two biggest failure in security strategy are lack of skill and poor integration of security architecture. This slide is about the main cyber threat. The ransomware is considered to be one of the biggest cybersecurity threats and poses a serious cyber threat to business of all sizes. Ransomware attack work by infecting your network and locking down your data and computer system until a ransom is paid to the hacker.
Next is system overload. Server overload definition. Server overload happens when conditions cause a server to exhaust its resources so that it fails to handle incoming requests. For example, the servers will be longer responsive to requests from its mail and web servers as it fails to process them, and the application will no longer function for users. You can see here. Next, this is server overload. There are several factors that help the server handle its load: hard drive speed, memory and process speed. Virtual memory or hard drive space and bus speeds may also affect how the server handles the load, but neither is typically implicated in server overload. Various conditions might create server overload. In many cases, operations are using too much bandwidth, and in other situations, the system uses too much RAM or runs out of process power. Although your server is built to handle a given amount to traffic, just like Transportation Security Administration (TSA) short form plans for specific number of travels of each airport. It replies excessively slowly or not all when it's overloaded, which affect among other things how quick quickly web page load, and how users interact with tools and programs. Next, we going for configuration settings. Basic configuration. A basic system configuration consists a single instance of the system running on application server. That server connects to a single instance of the database that is available on the database server. If the integration framework is also config for development, then you must set up additional messaging queues. Definition of configuration is the set of parameters that can be changed in hardware, software or firmware that affect the security purpose and functionality of the information system. Thank you.
Network glitch. In network, a glitch can cause a loss of data or service and short-lived failure in case of a power system. Glitches are not only common in electrical and electronic systems where hardware is involved. Software also experience glitches. They are commonly known as bugs. Software bugs often go away once the program is restarted because it eliminated the condition that caused the glitch. However, sometimes restarting the program is not enough, and system need to be reported in order to get rid of a system glitch. That's it from us. Thank you.